We were really fortunate when we moved here because one of the most challenging parts of every move for our family is finding our new church home. And when we walked into Vaughn Forest, based on the recommendation from a friend, our first Sunday in Montgomery, this was the fit for us.
Yeah, we moved here in the summer of 2020 from Korea, where we were stationed for a year. And we have absolutely enjoyed this past year, not only in Pike Road, living there, plus stuff with the base, but here in Vaughn Forest Church.
We found Vaughn Forest from, I think, probably just internet searching. When we moved to a new area, that's always kind of a stressful time for military families, and there's a lot of churches in the Montgomery area, so we just had heard good things from just different social media sites about Vaughn Forest, so we came, and this was the only church that we visited when we got to the area, and we were really looking for a church that would support our children while we were here and provide a community for us, and we 100% found that.
When we walked in, we immediately felt welcome right away. It was easy to bring our young children in, to get them into the Sunday school. They were excited when we picked them up the first day that they had so much fun. And what's one thing we really have loved about Vaughn Forest was that not only did you open your arms and embrace us like one of your own families, but you also instilled a fundamental teaching of God's word to our children at a young age, which they have been the most excited we've ever seen them about.
We get asked, when is it church day? All week long. So that's been a wonderful feeling.
So for me in youth group, I get really excited to go there because it's really fun, and what Justin preaches is really nice, and I really like the way he preaches. And then about church, like just the Sunday church, I like the songs that they do, and like just how they do it, like the energy on the stage is really nice, and I'm sad to leave here because I really love Vaughn Forest. It's probably like my favorite church ever.
The diversity of the church in terms of military folks and others has been great too, just to provide additional opportunities as a family that moves frequently and has to have fresh starts more often than some. It's been great to know that it's been a pretty easy transition to just jump right into programs. We've served in different capacities in churches, and we understand the struggles and frustrations with it, but there's never been a time where the church family has not been able to provide an opportunity to our family and the children and meet those types of needs for us.
So from the outside, Vaughn Forest can look a little intimidating. The building is gigantic. And I grew up in Iowa, so I'm used to a very small town home church feel. But the minute we walked in the door, we felt welcome. It felt small. There were people we recognized, there are a lot of military families in here, and everyone had a huge smile on their face.
I think from the get-go, Hardy opening up his house for a pool invite for all the military families, being involved in small group, it was very welcoming, and we got to meet people right off the bat. It was still summertime. We were all new here. We got to establish those friendships from the very beginning, and we had, families that we carpooled with for youth group and worked that out. And the same people that we were in, each and every week with small group, then we started getting together outside of church and having dinner together and in the neighborhoods together, and it was friendships that developed. And I think as military families, we do it quickly. We don't have time to waste time, and so we find friendships quickly.
I think for us, for me specifically, it's important for us to have a community that can feed into our kids, because we're not always in states that are close to our families, and it's just really important for us to have a church that has people that love our kids as much as we do. And we felt that immediately when we came to Vaughn Forest, especially with a child that was going to go into the youth program. Middle school and high school are just tricky, and to have a staff here that genuinely cares for the kids, knows them by name, knows the things that they're into and their interests, that was really important to us, and that's something that we've gotten here and have loved every bit of it.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking for a well-rounded church that can offer many things for your family, that Vaughn Forest, at least in our opinion, gave us that kind of church home for 2 years.
It's just been wonderful, to be honest. And like everyone said, we don't want to leave. If I had a choice, we wouldn't be leaving.
Vaughn Forest makes it really hard to leave Montgomery, and this is a place that we knew would be temporary. But yeah, there's something in the water here. You guys have us thinking about hey, we can retire here, we can move here, and that was never on the list. So it makes it very difficult to leave.